We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support above the 450s. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 8:40 a.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 700% plus within hours, guys. And as you see it popping up there within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support. I'm going to share with you guys the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow, and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And the home run of the day was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 10:15 a.m. sent out a bear indicator. From that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see it popping up there within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the rip area to the dip area into today's volatility. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, under a bear indicator since way up here at 457.60 area yesterday, and outflows crossed over and dominated all day today, right? The outflows were below the midpoint here at the open, pulled further away and hit outflows here of negative 5.84, and here it is trying to bring itself back up to negative 4.39, but these outflows are still below the midpoint, and it's in a dip area here on 42 vision of white with red borders, as I like to call it. Now, this is going to be crucial and critical going into tomorrow to reflect any strength to the upside. These inflows need to pick up, head towards the midpoint, and start reflecting that strength into these charts so that the SPY can start to retest key resistance levels. If that's not the case, well, if these outflows continue to dominate, it could continue to hold down the overall chart and possibly even retest key support levels. Something to not ignore here in the volatility of the 30-minute. Now, when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see here in the bigger picture how outflows have crossed over as well yesterday in the after hours, and a bear indicator popped up here in the pre-market at the 456.80 area, and outflows are at negative 6.1. Some of the highest outflows that we've seen in the last several weeks and days. So something to not ignore there here on the 1 hour. Could it be overextended? It needs to find support, and that's the big question, and that's what we're going to break down here in today's video, right? So here we are with it in the volatility as well on the 15-minute with the outflows dominating, but inflows trying to pick up in the second half of the day, right? Under a bear indicator towards the open here at 453.50 area, outflows were below and pulled down even further, and in the process of it trying to consolidate here and fight to stay above 450, inflows are picking back up, but to reflect any further strength to the upside, these inflows need to cross over the midpoint and roll that strength over into the 30-minute as well, and in the process cancel out this bear indicator with a possible bull indicator. So what are the key levels I'll be watching? Well, the first thing is support, guys, and the first support level is 448. If that gets broken through, the next support level I'll be watching is the 445 area. If these outflows continue to dominate and stay below the midpoint on the 15-minute, on the 30-minute, and on the 1 hour. Now, as you see here live in the action, it just went ahead and bounced up a little bit here from around the -4 area of outflows to -3.5. Inflows are trying to pick back up, but before it actually starts to reflect any further strength into these charts, it would need to be canceled by a bull indicator, this bear indicator up here from the 457.60 area, and inflows continuing to push up higher towards the midpoint and crossing it. So that's going to be crucial and critical. Now, on the 15-minute, the first thing we need to see is inflows continue to push up higher, roll that strength over to the 30-minute, cancel out this bear indicator, start pushing up, and the first resistance I'll be watching is the 453 area, where it was battling in the open to go ahead and not fall lower, but then it broke right through and it hit lows here so far in the day of the 449 area, and currently fighting to stay above the 450s. So that's going to be crucial support as well to bounce off of if there's going to be any strength into tomorrow. These inflows need to cross over the midpoint, roll that strength over to the 30-minute, and if it could continue to push up higher here with these inflows and start reflecting that strength, cancel out the bear indicator and get a bull indicator in the process, the next resistance I'll be watching is the 455 area, and then above that is the 457 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflow, I would not ignore it, and inflows are trying to pick up here on the 30-minute, but before it goes any higher towards the midpoint, it needs to cross back over on the midpoint of the 15-minute and push away from it to the upside and cancel this bear indicator with a possible bull indicator. I'm going to be watching that very closely. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. So if you made it this far into the video and you are a swing trader or looking to gain an edge when it comes to swing trading, you're definitely going to want to check this out. And this is our new swing bot that will be fully released really soon. And so far it has sent 2 notifications in the last several days, right? The first one, as you see it popping up there, was Nvidia on Friday of last week at around $444. And the other one was Tesla yesterday in the pre-market, and from yesterday to today, and even yesterday alone, it ran up nearly $10 plus. Now, when it comes to the Nvidia one, you could see it popping up there on the screen. I shared the chart yesterday, and I also circled an area, as you see it there in the chart, how it kept on bouncing off that support and trying to hold above 444. And then I put a line across when that notification came in, and now you're seeing this other chart which I shared today in the pre-market, and I stated, right, you could see the same line there, and I put the swing bot notification there at around the 444 area. It was already opening up from yesterday to today at 449, and I talked about in that purple area the area that kept on acting like support, and there was a strong resistance in the pre-market and previous days at the 452 area, and the bulls would need to break through that for possible continuation. Not guaranteed, but it was important, and inflows needed to cross. Now when you see it here in the next chart going into the open, it was broken through, bull indicator popped up, and then inflows crossed over, and you could see the purple area that continued to act like support, and Nvidia calls were up nearly 100% plus with the swing notification bot since it was sent out, right? And you could see that blue line again where that notification was sent at that after hours on Friday. So this is our new swing bot. If you take a look at Tesla too, it sent it out at around the $256 area, and Tesla went to highs here of nearly $270 in the last 2 days, and it was sent out yesterday in the pre-market, right around this area, and the full move. So typically with these swing bots and the notifications that come in, they're there to add perspective. Nothing's guaranteed, but the goal is for it to add perspective. Take a look for possible support levels and bullish confirmations of a reversal, and from there it typically pans out within several days to weeks, but sometimes it can happen this fast within 1 or 2 days. And when it does, I typically tend to make a rational decision because maybe my goals and strategy and expectations have been met, right? I don't want to get too greedy either, but I wanted to share with you guys our new swing bot that's going to be notifying directly into our Discord on high probability opportunities based off specific criterias and dip areas of wire Fred borders, as I call them, on multiple time frames and other criterias to confirm of the possibility of it looking like a possible support or area to not ignore for a possible swing of a reversal. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.